Hey there, Ride the Car Guy here, and today we have two small things you can be doing to your older Titan to sort of spruce it up a bit. Now, I recently purchased this 2006 Nissan Titan, and it has over 200,000 miles on it, and it's 2021, so it's now 15 years old. When vehicles get this old, they just get a little tired, so we're going to do two things to the Titan today that are just kind of going to spruce it up a little bit and make it feel a little more modern. Now, before we get started, make sure you take a look at the little progress bar at the bottom of the screen here. If you want to jump around between these two topics, you can certainly do that down there, or the time codes are down in the description. The first thing we're going to do is the struts in the hood. So this is more of a convenience thing. Generally, it just gets really annoying when these things start to sag. It's kind of like when your lift gate in the rear starts to sag. Same concept. We're just going to be doing it for the hood. The other part of this video is replacing the interior lights. Now, older vehicles are known for those sort of super yellow interior lights, and I really hate those. So I picked up an LED replacement kit where we're going to go through and just swap out all of those individual lights, and I'll show you how to replace each one. These are both pretty quick and simple jobs, so let's jump right in. Now, for the hood, the first thing you want to do is just find something that will prop up the hood for you. So over here, I just have a little 2x4, and if I lift up my hood, I can kind of jam it in right there. Perfect. And that holds up the hood for me. Replacing these is super simple. I just picked up a couple off of Amazon, and I will of course go ahead and put this down in the description below if you want to pick up the ones that I bought. But we just need to pull off these little clips here on both sides, and then these should come right off. I'm going to set this aside and go grab myself a screwdriver. With your flathead, just get your small flathead in here. You should be able to pull these right out. There we go, there's one. And then down here, same story. Excellent, with both of those off, they'll pop right off. Throw that away. Take this one, and they should snap right on. Just repeat it on the other side and you're done. Honestly, this is one of those jobs that I'm genuinely surprised people don't do. So for just a couple bucks, and seriously for about a minute of work, my struts are now perfect, holds itself up, and all is well. Now that that's settled, let's go swap out those interior lights and bring this Titan into the 21st century. Now on to replacing our interior lights. Right away, you're gonna notice a trend. Nissan makes it really easy to swap out these lights. You basically get a small screwdriver, pop the lenses off, and then you just pull the lights out and replace them. The goal here is to simply replace the ugly yellow lights that are honestly pretty dim and replace them with brighter and much more cool temperature LEDs. We're going to talk through the lights in the ceiling, the footwell lights, and the lights in the doors. Now these are the sort of valet or entry lights that are in the bottom of the door when you open each one. So of course there's going to be 4 of these that we need to replace. Now on the top here, you're going to see 2 little grooves, and you just want to get a small screwdriver and insert the screwdriver and sort of push in and down on both of these. There you go. And then it just pops right out. Clean this off a little bit. It's pretty gross. A lot of schmutz in it. Next, we just need to take the bulb out. I'm going to just kind of snap it out here. There you go. And now just grab your replacement bulb. Now LEDs are sort of like unidirectional. You can't just put them in any way that you want. If you do put them in and you notice they're not lighting up, then just flip them around. So let's see if this is right. Yep, that looks right. So just push it in, and there you are. To put this one back in, just line up the bottom tabs against the door panel there, and then just very gently sort of push it in, snap it back into place. Excellent. Done. Repeat that on the other 3 doors, and that's it. Our next ones here are the main map lights. In the rear, there's a little hinge here, and then over here where you press it in to turn it on is a little clip. The clip is on the angled side of the light here, and it's right about where you click the button. So if you just push in on that, you'll be able to get it out. There we go. Sounds worse than it is. And then you just pull down and you have access to the light. This one is going to be a little flat panel LEDs. There's going to be 6 little LEDs on it. And you just want to pull this light out. If you're careful, you can use your screwdriver, pop it out. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is actually turn these on and then figure out which direction they need to go. So I would just basically flip on the light and then just touch it to figure out which direction. There we go. So I know it needs to go in this direction. And then you just simply put it in there and shove it on. There we go. Snap it in place. And once it's in there, just flip this back up, give it a nice push. There we go. Excellent. Now, onto the rears. Again, you're going to see in the lens itself a little break in the lens, and that's going to give you the opportunity to go ahead and put your screwdriver in there and just pop that lens right out. This one's rather recessed, so I'm actually going to take some needle nose pliers and just be very, very, very gentle on the bulb. If it breaks, it's going to be annoying. It's not the end of the world, but just if you're doing this, make sure to wear eye protection in case this bulb does break and you don't blind yourself with glass. So I just very gently pulled it out. Again, just grab my replacement, very gently put it on my needle nose pliers. Now this one you want to be a little careful, because if you're not, you can push the little receptacle into, oh, like I just did. So what I just did is the actual harness that the light plugs into will pop into this piece here, which is very annoying. So what that means is we need to take this off. And as you can see, it's already loose because I had to take it off for this one. I was trying to be careful, but didn't work out. To do that, we just have 2 screws right here. And then the back are like body panel clips. We just have to pull down. There we go, there's one. There's the other. So, kind of frustrating, but that's all right. So what happened is this piece right here that the light bulb plugs into popped it out. Bit of a closer look here. You can see this has these 4 little really weak sort of clips on it. It doesn't break it when you do this, but you just have to kind of come in here and push it back into place. And honestly, when you do that, just take your bulb, push it in from the other side while holding this, so you can actually really, really get on that bulb without pushing this back in. So I just have my finger on the back here, and I'm just gonna make sure I figure out which one lights up here. There we go. And then push it in. Excellent. So now that it's pushed in, and come to the other side here, make sure, yeah, make sure everything's clamped in correctly. Okay, perfect. Looks good. Then you can just take your lens, snap it back into place. Awesome. There we go. So now we just need to take it and reinstall it. Once we slide that on there, just push those back into place. Pop this screen down, or storage if you don't have the screen, and then throw these screws back in. Excellent. So now that that's back in place, all of our ceiling lights are done. All right, now we are under the driver's side footwell. So this one, if we just give this one a twist, this one pops right out. So we can pull the bulb off. Just be careful for heat. Figure out which side works. There we go, that one right away. Once it's plugged back in, we just got to feed it back through and twist it to lock it in place. And that one is done. Since we're at it and it's real simple, I want to show you how to take out these pool lights underneath the side view mirrors, if you have these. The kit that I purchased did not come with these, so I'm just going to go buy some, but for now I'll just show you how to take them out and replace them. Now the side furthest away from the truck, you're going to have a little hole here, and if you just push in on this, the whole assembly just pops right out, and it's going to give you a little bit of extra cabling. So if you just pull this, twist. Now this one is screaming hot, so I'm gonna grab some paper towel, but this one should pop. Yep, this one pops right out as well. In fact, that actually looks like it might be the same connector as the other lights, but I'll confirm, and I'll make sure to put all of the different light types in the description below. Once you replace that, just put your light back in, give it a little twist, there we go, and then just snap it all back into place, starting with the rear, push in, and then push up, and you're done. The old sort of dingy color of the standard bulbs is now a thing of the past. The difference in brightness is also pretty great, so I took a few pictures, kind of before and after, side by side, and some in the dark, and you can really tell not only is the color much more modern, but also the bulbs are brighter, so it's going to be easier to see things in the dark. So between the nice new strong hood struts and the definitely improved brightness and color of the interior lights, I'm already looking forward to doing the rest of my interior changes. Once again, I will make sure to put the link to any of the products that I used in this video down in the description, as well as letting you know what bulb type is required for each light. And that way, this can be a full comprehensive list to swapping out the lights in your Titan. If you like this video, please make sure to like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Any questions you have, please put them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.